Hello everyone, this is Jack and this is Terrablox, and today I'm gonna be showing you stuff, so I'll just run it. I've got my Trello open so I can see what I've done. So let's probably turn it down a little bit. Okay, so one of the things I've done is some options. Okay, I need to add more options, but there's some here. One of them is full screen, which doesn't quite work for some reason. Okay, it works, but it's just awkward. And view distance. So you can have that as normal, which is 192 meters in front of you, or far, which is 256 meters. Small, near, and serious. That's going to be really small. It's actually playable though. It is playable. But I'm going to do far for this because I need to show you the depth of field that I've been working on a bit more. And confirm. And yeah, that should be fine. Haven't done anything else. Nope. Okay, so let's make a large one. In the snow, why not? Actually, I should add another height to that. Anyway, let's go. Okay, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Okay, I'll do that afterwards. Right, so first I'm going to show you my hat. So as you can see, I put Turbo's arms back on. That's because I was changing some of the format of the model. And one of the things I added was easier to define planes as his arms, and his head now is in the format I wanted it, and that meant I could add the hat onto it. So his head is just a cube, and these are cubes as well, or as I call them, boxes. And basically you give them a fixed length, so their origin is in the bottom of the face, the bottom face in the middle, and you give it half the width and half the height, which stretches it out across these dimensions, so that way and that way, and you can set the width and height of the bottom and the top separately. That's why I can have slants like that, so it looks quite nice. Oh, that's not right. I think I've broken the snow. Anyway, let's go back and I'll do a normal, different world. Large, normal, 10 foot, yeah. Okay, so that was hats. And yeah, the asynchronous loading screen. So as you can see, it updates telling you what's actually happening here, and it has the list of all the things that have changed so far on the left. I can update it in the future, so it can like change image. It can have like a splash image, and it can fade in and out to different ones. But at the moment, the loading time isn't really long enough for that, and I don't think it will be. But having it asynchronous means you're not sitting there wondering why it's taking so long. It'll have all that information listed for you. So yeah, this hat again, and depth of field then. So let's find a nice little cliff. So this has changed a little bit. I've added some blurs onto the each of the MIP surfaces. Hold on, there we go. So each of these surfaces. See, as you remember, that one is half the size of the normal view, and this one's half the size of that. This one's half the size of that. And when I showed you it before, it was only using the most blurriest surface, and it was interpolating between the normal view and that, which is quite messy. But now what it actually does is it uses all three of them in the view you're looking at. So I don't know if I can show you this properly, it's quite tricky. But yeah, basically as you can see, this grayscale image goes from white to black, and what we do here is we split that into 4 sections. So you have white to light grey to grey, grey to dark grey to black. and for each of these sequences we either use that, or we swap between that and that, or we swap between that and that, or we swap between that and that. And so it blurs between, it fades between this surface, then that surface, and so on. So it uses all three of them to get the smoothest transition into like distant blur. So it's hard to explain. Well, it's not, I'm just crap at explaining. But at certain distances you get a little bit less blur, but it is still blurry. So I don't know, I like it. I think it looks nice. Another thing I've done, which I wasn't in there before simply because I forgot it, was putting the pixels on the particles onto the depth buffer. So I had to convert that shader to HLSL9 as well, but that means they're on the depth buffer as well now. And that's it really. I fixed up all the transitions as well between okay, full screen and that, so you can stay here now and then go back and this is fixed. It's still buggy when you change it though, like so. Still does that, and I can't click that anymore. Yeah, so it's a bit weird, but that's just on the menus. Also, I'm going to show you. Did that change back by itself? Let me show you this distance, just for the sake of it. So the blur, the field of view, is depth of field, sorry, is based on your view distance. So if you have a smaller view distance, it will be blurrier closer, which I need to change because it might not be very nice. Because even there, that's blurry, and it's not even that far away. So I need to look at that. Also, I need to change this box because that's not correct anymore. But yeah, as you can see, this is the lowest view distance, and it doesn't seem to make much of a difference when you're on a planet. So that's only drawing 49 chunks. So I think for some people this will give them a big speed boost. Although obviously on a creative map it might be a bit different. Yeah. Oh no, it's playable. Might even make a smaller one. Yeah, it's a bit close, but whoops, it works. And yeah, like I say, it's drawing very few chunks, so you should get a good boost out of it. Like I'm running at 700 to 800 frames per second, as opposed to whatever I get here. Actually, with this view distance, the furthest one, you actually can see the entire map if you have a 256 map. F3. So yeah, this is drawing 441 chunks, which is a lot more than it was before. It's 11 times more than it was before. And I'm getting 500 to 600 frames per second, so I gained 100, but I have quite a good computer, so I think on a lower end computer you'd see more of a boost to what you was getting before. So if you're getting like 20 frames a second, you should go up to about 40, 48 maybe even more. I don't know, it's really system dependent, and I can't predict that stuff. So yeah. So I'm going to add more options to play around with. Oh, hold on. Yeah, so I've got it here. Where are they? So yeah, options for the post-processing effects, like the radial blur and even that depth of field will be optional. I hope to do that before Wednesday because I want to release this version because it's got a lot of cool stuff in it. Yeah, and I can clear this list after that. Yeah, because I forget that I haven't released half of this stuff sometimes. I do videos about it and I forget that people don't actually have it. So yeah, I have to do a release this Wednesday at least. And maybe this. So this will be giving you the mod stuff in the menus rather than in game. So you know how we have this, it will get rid of that because I don't really want that there, and that means I can shift that up there to hide it a bit more. But yeah, and I'll probably add in hats as an option because I just hacked this hat, and there's no external sort of definition of them yet, which I will add at some point. So you can make your own models. You can even make your own Terrablox with a bigger head or something if you wanted to, or 4 arms, whatever you want. But I haven't got around to writing that yet. That's what I'll be doing. More menu system stuff and just getting it, doing a release. So I'm not going to do anything complicated, just options. Yeah, so that's all for this video. Thanks for watching and goodbye.